All right. Next up, we've got our classic card challenge. I've got 4 cards for each of you. They're all present day players. And we're going to get started here tonight with World B. So, Bruce, you got some time to kind of warm up a bit. First up, World B, you've got Tyrese Maxey.
One of the guys that we didn't mention for MVP, but certainly it's an oversight on my part that he wasn't mentioned. He's been absolutely fantastic. Maybe I'm just biased because every time I think of him, he's draining yet another jumper against the Knicks this season. So maybe I got that memory etched in my head. But he's been absolutely fantastic. He's another guy because of all the injuries on that roster. He's had to carry so much of the load. He's leading the NBA in field goal attempts per game. So, he's got to be that guy. And when he's on, he's a first team All NBA type player. No question in my mind. It's a situation where you look at his numbers, he's just a chucker. But it's not. That's just not how it is with him. He's got to shoot like that. There's nobody when nobody's healthy. When they have Joel Embiid out so much, Paul George, he has to do that. Now his shots have come down with those guys back in the lineup, and they look pretty solid with all 3 of them on the court with the rest of the lineup. But right now, he's one of the top. I would say he's a top 5 MVP candidate for me.
Yeah, and there's a reason I picked that card, World B. I think he should be in that MVP conversation here at this stage of the season. All right, Bruce, this should be an easy dump off pass and dunk for you. Got your guy, Neemias Queta.
Going into the season, I said he was going to be one of the top 10 improved players in the league, averaging a double-double. Not quite there yet. He's averaging about 10 and like 7 or 8. But when you watch him play, he's all about making winning plays for Boston now. He sets good screens out at the top. He's very good on the dribble handoff plays where he hands it off to a guard and rolls to the basket. He's a nice rim runner for those guys, gets a lot of easy dunks, plays within himself, doesn't try to do too much. A couple of nights ago, he actually took a 3-point shot because he had the ball at the 3-point line and there was nobody within like 12 feet of him. And it was like his 3rd or 4th 3-point attempt of the season. He didn't make it, okay? But he gets a solid A from me and for his play this season. He's been one of the reasons that Boston has done so well.
Yeah, and you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Bruce. So I'm glad Queta let that one fly. All right, World B, here's one of the guys trying to keep your Bucks prediction afloat. That's Ryan Rollins.
Well, really impressive start to the season for Ryan Rollins. I didn't expect him to be as much of a factor as he was. Excellent 3-point shooter. He's been really a reason why they're still afloat, as you mentioned. Terrific defensive guy. He's a in-your-face, grind it out kind of guy. So I've liked him. I think he's been really solid for them this year. A surprise to me. I did not expect him to be. I think he's the 3rd leading scorer on that team and shooting over 40% from 3 on a team that likes to hit the 3. They shoot it pretty well. One of their few strong suits in Milwaukee is their ability to hit the 3-pointer. So yeah, it's come down a little bit as the percentages usually do, but he's having a really solid season to me.
Yep. All right, Bruce, here's one of the bigger breakout players of the season so far, Keyonte George.
Keyonte George has been clearly one of the top candidates for most improved player. I mean, dude's just a bucket. I mean, his career looked like it wasn't really going anywhere before he got to Utah. But, I mean, he's had some seriously huge games. I mean, they played Boston twice. They split the 2 games. But he was awesome in both of those games. And, look, Utah, while not really any sort of a candidate for the play-in, has been better than I thought they would be. I thought they were going to probably be number 14 in the West ahead of only Pelicans. But Keyonte George, man, I mean, kudos to Will Hardy and the coaching staff there for giving that guy a chance. He's doing, he's shooting it lights out for them.
Totally. All right, moving on to some big men here. World B, Jalen Duren.
A double-double machine, one of the best rebounders in the league. He's been really another guy. He's continues to be impressive as his career goes on. He gets better and better, and now he's basically, after Cade Cunningham, their number 2 option offensively. 18 and 10. There's only a couple players in this league that are going 18 and 10. Yep. And they're MVP worthy candidates here, like Giannis, like Luka. There's not that many guys pulling that off. And because Cade Cunningham is who he is, and because the Pistons just don't get as much pub as they should, he's very quietly that you're not talked about a whole lot. He's just very under the radar guy, but his numbers are absolutely up there with the best.
Yes, they are. Men. Yeah, well said, World B. All right, your big man, Bruce. Chet Holmgren.
The Oklahoma City string bean. It's been great to see him healthy. He's had injuries that plagued his first couple seasons. He missed pretty much his entire rookie or his first season. He's a dominant shot blocker. I still want to see him go into that weight room a little bit more and put on a few more pounds. But he's highly skilled. He's probably, if not their second best player, no worse than their third best player. And I'd probably put him ahead of Jalen Williams, fine. Hey, just a great young guy. And, you don't want to go in the paint and, bring any stuff to the rim against him because he'll send it right back at you.
Yeah. Now, one quick follow-up for you here, Bruce. Would you be shocked if he wasn't on the Olympic team for Team USA in 2 years?
I mean, I'd have to look and see who else was a candidate at center, but he's as good as anybody. Look, if they win a back-to-back championship this year, that tells you all you need to know about the team's second best player and 2 straight championship teams potentially.
Yep. All right, World B. Pulse check time. LaMelo Ball, and this one's perfect because he's taking one of those one-footed shots there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not.
Well, I'll say this. He's taking one of those one-footed shots that looks ugly, but they're going in lately. They're actually doing pretty darn good these days. Him and the rookie Con Knipple are really lighting it up from the perimeter, and they're one of the reasons why Bruce mentioned how the Jazz are more competitive than we expected. The Hornets are definitely playing a whole lot better these days, and they're getting really good shooting. He's one of the reasons. He's one of these guys, I think, now they have a young core going, a younger core, even more younger than LaMelo Ball. There's a lot of rookies. No team plays more rookies, by the way, than the Hornets. More minutes. They get by a mile, too. It's not even close. And they're productive. So now you're looking at LaMelo Ball like, all right, I can be a leader on this team, or I can be a key cog on a team that's getting better, as opposed to being a key cog on a bunch of also-rans. I don't think they have enough to get into the playing field this year. Maybe they do, but they're playing much better, and he's one of the reasons. His numbers are getting better, and he's really much improved from the outside, even with that 1 foot jumper.
All right, Bruce, last one's a fun one here. I hope you can get it. That is James Nnaji, former big man for the Charlotte Hornets and current big man elsewhere right now.
Hey, listen, the Baylor University has put a lot of guys into the NBA, and now they've done the opposite with him. They've taken a guy from the NBA and put him on the Baylor Bears. So what else needs to be said? He's a historic figure in the game of basketball at this point.
And maybe one of the toughest questions I have as a follow-up ever on this show for you. Is this his true rookie card, or will be another rookie card that's better than this one? I don't know.
He's definitely a contender for, Big 12 Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, there we go.
So is he like the scene from the movie Major League when they asked the catcher, Tom Berenger's character Jake, hey, what are you doing here in the majors? And he says, I couldn't cut it in the Mexican League. Is that what when he goes to Baylor? Is that what they say? What are you doing here? I couldn't cut it with the Hornets.
Yeah, I think so. What else are you going to say to that? I mean, that's a good point there. So fun stuff, guys. That was a job well done by the both of you. And with that will do it for this edition of the 48 Minutes podcast on Believe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with you next week. Be sure you're up to date in 48 on all things around the association. Have a great weekend.